I want to make a knife out of some 1948 Mercury, which is a truck that Ford used to manufacture in Canada. Because it's 5160, that thing is gonna air harden. I don't want to drill holes in it, so I'm gonna go hidden tang knife. It is going to be under the theme of the #1 film of 1948. That is Abbot and Costello meet Frankenstein. Pick our steel and draw, so we can have a plan of attack. Plan of attack, Wolfman.
The new brain I've chosen for the monster is so simple, so pliable. He will obey you like a trained dog.
Good?
I'm using the book entitled Knife by Tim Hayward to decide what to make. I love Japanese-style knives, and I've chosen to make a Deba. It's a single beveled knife, which kind of scares me because I've had bad luck with them. But I want to overcome this fear. We'll match it up with a Wa-style handle, which has a dowel deeply embedded inside of it.
How about I put my freaking audio on, eh? There's the horror. That's the horrific part. 6 months. 6 months of that. We're going over there. We're going over there. I think my tang is too short.
That's what she said.
I need to make a new handle. At this point, I'd like to thank all of my patrons. Like and follow. Next step is to hit it on the grinder on some 36 grit, refine the shape. I'm gonna bring in the heels so that I have more tang to stick into the handle. Quenching will happen after I grind, and underneath my forage right there, I have a large vessel of cooking oil, canola to be specific, and I'm gonna be using that as a quenchant because it is a little bit slower than the Parks 50, which could be too aggressive for this blade, especially with how thin I have the edge right now. And if anyone has questions, write them in the comments, please. Last thermal cycle, and then the heat, the austenize, quench. What is the austenizing time on 5160? Let me put that information up right here. All right, get that? That's what's recommended by Dr. Larry Thomas, knife engineer. Turn it down just a tad, just a smidge. We'll turn it down a smidge. Let's experiment. Let's self-temper. The heat's gonna travel into the blade and temper it. So I need to see those colors. How am I gonna see those colors? sandpaper or file. Let's get both and we'll see what works. All right. That looks nice in there. 12:45. Let's give this 5-minute soak. Okay, so it's cooling off at the spine. Okay, let's try with the file. Bit of tempering here happening. I'll stop that. I want more at the tip. You got me. Ay. We did not succeed the self-tempering, but because there was so much heat still left in the blade, adding a bit of heat with the torch just made it happen anyway. So we're just gonna let that sit there for the next little bit. Go grab some lunch and then keep going. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this green stabilized burl. I'm gonna keep that on the back end of the knife, and then a little piece of Pofero, which will turn chocolatey brown. This is a fun knife so far. I'm enjoying it. The experimentation and the doing it without too much worry or care has been nice. We got a problem. We're gonna resolve it. The blade. Why does this always happen to me? The blade is curved right here. I'm gonna heat it with the torch and use some pins to compress it and hopefully shift it over. It happens. It happens. Sucks, but it happens. Like, I don't use a lot of 5160, so I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna react. If it breaks, I'd be kind of surprised because I know the edge is hard. The top I did not harden, and I did that tempering, which is an experiment for in my case. Okay, so let's heat the spine here. So I'm kind of giving it like an extra tempering cycle here.
Sandra, I hurt my poor werewolf head.
Your head? Oh, no. Does this hurt? Does that hurt? Thank heaven. If anything happened to you, dearest, I'd never forgive myself.
That kiss made everything all better.
If Debbie had a Deba, she'd be happy.
Okay. That's it, guys. Ooh, nice. All right. Because this blade is specifically being made for YouTube, I opted to experiment some more. CEC Corp. I poured a bit at the bottom of the chamber, dropped the dowel in there, and wiped some around the base of the dowel, fit it in there, and then put some around on both surfaces of the wood, and now I'm just holding it. We're gonna see what kind of retention this gives. I will still be putting epoxy once I'm happy with the handle. I'll be putting epoxy down the hole and then fitting the tang in. And that'll give me a lot of strength. And who knows, it might fail as I'm sanding it. The slot is closer to this side than that side, so I'm going to keep grinding on that side. Yes, yes, yes. To the buffer. And it's going to shine. Back down to where we started. Look at that. Getting as much coverage as possible. Think she's full. Let's take this guy, rub it along all the surfaces. Brr. What do we cut? Let's turn off the lights. Break down an onion. Ooh, a cucumber that's on its way out. Ooh, the one bevel sure is odd though. If you put a lot of mass, it pushes the blade inwards. But if you're just getting a little bit, compost. Cut a carrot and then we end it. It's an evil carrot though. It is a carrot like no other. Maybe I'll share a picture of that carrot. Oh yeah, that cuts nice and thin. That single bevel, eh? Oh boy. Single bevel. That. Probably put this on the lens and see through it. Could hardly taste it, it's so thin. Okay. I'm stoked on this Deba. And with that, this knife is available. If you'd like it, shoot me a message. Sharp and ready for shipping.